Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Okay. So, welcome to the show. I don't have a name for the show yet, but it is episode 2 of the unnamed dating show. I decided let's do it. I got to teach you guys about dating. Why? Because look, there's an epidemic going on in today's world, okay? It's sexless men. Men can't get laid. Can't get laid, and it's a problem. It's a problem for society. And why am I talking about this? Because there's always those guys that always had a girlfriend, always knew how to get girls. That was not me. Okay, I sucked. I sucked at getting girls because I think it's mostly because of a few things. First of all, I was raised by a single mother, and I never really had a father figure growing up. And you don't really have a good masculine figure to show you how to talk to women, how to act around women. And most of what we learned or seen was in movies. You watch TV, you watch movies. Well, what do you see? The nice guy. The nice guy always gets the girls. You go to you watch a Disney movie. It's always the nice, gentle guy that ultimately gets the girl. But in real life, that's not what happens. Why did I suck a woman? Well, first of all, I I would have a lot of girlfriends. I would have friends that were girls, and they would give you all that advice that doesn't really work. First of all, they'll tell you, "Oh, be nice to her. Get her flowers, this and that. Just talk." They, girls suck at giving advice. Okay. So another thing too was I looked like shit. I was 240 pounds back in sophomore year of high school. I was fat all my life. So I was always a nice guy because you kind of have to compensate for that. I'm not saying you shouldn't be nice, but what I'm saying is that especially, if you're fat guys, they overcompensate. So they try to be way more friendly, way more nice because they know that they don't really look attractive. They're not, you're fat. You're fat. You don't have any confidence. So what changed it all for me? What changed it all was when I read The Game by Neil Strauss. There was a book called The Game. It's about picking up women, the secret society of pickup artists. And that's what got me into all of this. Basically, the story was that he was a guy who would suck with women, but he he was a journalist, wrote for the Rolling Stones, and he he got connected with people who would go out and pick up women. So throughout the story, he's just going through his journey. He went from basically a guy who sucked with women to someone who getting girls. And what that really taught me was that, oh, you can get better at this. There's a way to get better at this. First of all, the now looking back, the whole pickup stuff is bullshit. And the whole pickup stuff is eh, honestly that regressed me a lot. But what it did teach me was that you just gotta do it. Keep going out. You can go out, talk to random girls, and then just this is a skill that you can learn. Getting girls is a skill that you can learn. That was the best thing that I learned from it. So throughout this whole, it's probably about since I started getting into all that, maybe 20, 22 years old. All right, and I made so many mistakes. So many mistakes. I made every single mistake that you can think of, okay? Didn't know how to, first I started off with this, didn't know how to talk to them. Once I didn't know how to talk, just a bit, I go on dates, but what can't even get a second date. Didn't know how to physically escalate, meaning because as a man, you're the one who has to kind of um, get the sex, right? You're gonna have to push for it because they're not gonna be girls aren't that upfront and just gonna be like, hey, okay, come through here, this and that. So yeah, I would just messed up a lot, and I learned so much. Okay, so that's the topic for today's show. Why you don't have a girlfriend, and how can you get one? All right, so let's go. So after all that, look, my breakthrough was realizing that I was doing too much, trying too hard. What you really need to do is work on becoming an attractive man. You work on becoming an attractive man, it becomes easy. It becomes effortless. It literally becomes effortless. Okay, so reason number one. Reason number one you can't get a girlfriend is because you look like shit. Understand this. Girls, they downplay the importance of look. Don't get me wrong. You always seen the girl, the super hot chick, and then she's with a dude who's fat, doesn't look good. He probably has some other value other than that. But it is important. If I think about all the guys back in high school that got the girls, they were in shape. They were in shape. They were good looking. Girls would comment on how good they looked. And I believed in the BS saying that looks not that important. You just gotta have a good personality. BS. Looks is important. So if you can't get any first dates and like you talk to women but you can't get first dates, it's probably because you're not physically attractive. You're not arousing them. You're not getting their let's say what, you're not getting wet. Okay, when they look at you, they're not getting wet. That's sad. That is so sad. All right, but if you want to change that, this is my problem. I was fat. Okay, I was fat, and I was fat up to until I was 16 to 17 years old. It was a summer of sophomore year. I was like, man, I'm gonna start eating less. I'm gonna start exercising more. I did just the basic, basic weight loss advice that you would hear, everyone would hear. I just did it for a whole summer. And when I got back junior year of high school, man, everyone was asking. There was one girl who said, hey, is Brandon, are you tweaking? Are you tweaking, dude? You got skinny. She was talking to someone else. She's like, hey, is Brandon tweaking? How the hell you get so skinny? No. All I did was go to the gym every day. And I would just basically starve myself, which I would not recommend that now, but you got to start somewhere. Okay, so let's say if you are fat, this is how you get in shape. This is years of studying all that nutrition and stuff. I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna break it down very, very simple. First of all, losing weight is mostly about your diet. 80 to 90% of you losing weight is gonna be what you put in your goddamn mouth. All right, so you heard the advice for eat 6 times a day. No, bullshit. What you want to do is limit the amount of times you eat. This is a huge part of it. Okay, every time you eat, you're gonna raise your insulin. What you want to do is keep your insulin as low as possible. Okay, so how you do that is you're gonna eat less frequently. Eat 1 to 2 times a day. Every time you eat, you're gonna limit the things that raise the insulin the most, which is carbohydrates, sugar. Okay, those two things: processed flour, anything white. You don't want to eat anything white. Okay, so if you're not gonna eat carbohydrates and sugar, what are you gonna eat? You're gonna focus mostly on protein and protein from animal foods. If you're a vegan, get out of here. Sorry. You can lose weight and you're vegan, cool, but I'm not gonna recommend a vegan diet at all. Cause what? You wanna be a man, okay? A man gotta eat meat and eggs. All right? What you just gonna eat plants? Plants? Who the hell wanna eat vegetables and plants? No. We eating meat in here. We eating steaks. All right? Steaks, I'm telling you, if you just buckle down, 3 months, depends on how big you are, but 3 months, you eat nothing but steak and eggs, bro. Steak and eggs, you work out, which is the next topic, and you work out and you just eat pure steak and eggs, man, you're going to look like a totally different human being. I'm telling you. All right, so you're going to limit your carbohydrates and sugar. You're going to eat protein, mostly protein from animal foods, meat and eggs. You're going to eat good fats. Good fats include ghee, butter. You can add in the coconut oil, olive oil, whatever. You want to eat the pork fat, beef fat, animal fats. These are very stable. Saturated fats are good. Okay, don't believe. You want to eat a lot of cholesterol. Don't believe in the cholesterol. The cholesterol fear mongering. Cholesterol is good. Cholesterol is actually the building block of testosterone. So you want to eat a lot of cholesterol. What you don't want to eat is seed oils. Okay, when you talk about corn, canola, grapeseed oil, soybean oil, avoid those. Those are almost in everything. You understand that they probably put those oils in every processed food out there. You're gonna find those oils, so you want to avoid those seed oils. Okay. Now with exercise, as a man, you want to lift weights. Lift weights. Focus on the compound exercises: deadlift, squat, bench press. Just do push-ups, pull-ups, dips. The only exercise I do now, I used to lift weight back in the day, but I don't really have time now. So what I do mostly, I have a home gym, a small home gym, do pull-ups, deadlifts, push-ups. That's it. Pull-ups, deadlifts, push-ups. 300 push-ups a day. 10 sets a day of how many you can do. If you just do that daily, just do that daily. You don't have to, the time that people go to the gym is the time I get a good workout in if I have a home gym. Okay? Focus on the big compound lifts. Deadlifts, pull-ups, push-ups. It's as simple as that. And the whole point, how you become successful at losing weight is doing something that you can stick to. If you can stick to it, and if it's simple and you like it, that's how you're gonna lose weight. But it's not only that. Whatever you really want in life, you're gonna get. So when you really want to lose weight, trust me, you're gonna get it. Most people, when they go on a diet, they'll go for 1 or 2 days. Why? Because they don't really want to lose weight. They don't want to get in shape. They just say it. It's just a thought. But when you really want something, when you really want it, you're gonna end up getting it. Trust me. So now let's say that you are in shape. You are in shape. You're not a fatty. I remember being called fat boy. I'm telling you, it hurt. It hurt in your damn soul when someone called you fat boy. Okay? So let's say you are in shape. One, which is what, probably I used to be like this. Okay? You don't present yourself attractively. You dress like a goddamn boy. You're wearing graphic tees. Nothing to other people wearing graphic tees. That's good with you. But me, I like the classic style. Okay, style that doesn't go out. The style that doesn't go out of style. So I'm gonna tell you a story. One time, I slipped a girl my number. She was working at a sandwich shop, a Vietnamese sandwich shop. Slipped my girl my number, and I was wearing a tracksuit. Right, wearing a tracksuit, Adidas tracksuit, and next thing you know, we're texting, go on a date, and on the date, I wear a tracksuit. I wear a tracksuit with some sneakers, and cause I thought like, oh man, this is cool tracksuit. Like girls love tracksuits. But what the girl commented, she was like, oh hey, when you sent me your number at the sandwich shop, I thought you just came from a workout. And if you know girls, they don't really tell you directly. What she really meant was, why are you dressing like this on a date, man? You dressing like you about to go work out. That was probably not attractive to her. Some girls may be in tracksuits, but I'm telling you, on a date, you want to step up the game a little bit. You want to step up the game. You want to look like you're in a tracksuit. That's to me, that communicates laziness. Oh, you don't even want to put on a nice shirt, nice with a collar, a turtleneck, collar, zip. Put on some leather shoes, not some sneakers. You want to put on some sweatpants, not some chinos or some trousers. She was probably saying that. And guess what? I didn't get a second date with her. Hell no. Man, I don't know if it's because of the dress, but I was, I didn't get a second date, so that's all you gotta say. Now again, everyone has a style, but personally, me, I go for that classic look. If you want to know the example of what I go to Suit Supply, suitsupply.com. You got the classic, the the collared shirts or either a polo, trousers, the loafers. I love that type of style. That's my style. All right, so let's say your body and your style is on point. Why can't you get your girlfriend if you look good? Why are you having such a hard time getting a girlfriend even if you look good? This comes to reason number 2. You don't talk to enough women. Reason number 2 is you don't talk to enough women. Getting women is a numbers game. I remember one time my friend, he would say, "Oh, dude, I never got rejected." I'm like, what? How does a guy never get rejected? That's insane to me. Obviously, look, if you're a guy that never gets rejected, I'm pretty sure you haven't gotten a lot of girls. That's a simple truth. The guy who gets rejected the most probably gets the most women. So you have to embrace rejection. Embrace rejection. The more you get rejected, the more sales you're gonna get. Getting women is like sales. It's a numbers game. The more rejection you get from women, the more women you're gonna get. Okay? So I would definitely practice cold approach no matter where you are. And it's not just because you get women, because most likely you're gonna fail. You're gonna fall on your face so many times. But the actual falling on your face is what makes you become a better man. When you put yourself out there, put yourself on the line, think about this. If you can go up to a random girl and then say, "Hello, hey, I think you're very attractive. I just want to say hi. My name's Brandon." If you could just do that and then not care what she thinks, think about how that bleeds into every other area of your life. First, like after approaching hundreds of women, you think me going to a job interview scares me? You think I'm nervous about going to a job interview? You think I'm nervous about going on a first date? You think I'm nervous talking to a random stranger? No, because I put myself out there. I did the things that was hard, so everything else becomes easy. Where I'm okay. A lot of people, I'm about to go job interview. I'm so nervous. I don't want to talk to a stranger. Look, after you do some cold approaches. You do the thing that most men are fearful. They are sweating they cannot bring themselves to talk to a girl. Once you are able to be comfortable with that, you could do anything socially. You're fine with doing anything socially. All right. So how do you start talking to girls, more girls? Let's say you're at the grocery store. You see a girl you like. You see a girl you like. Most guys be like, "Damn, she's hot," but what do I say? So how you start talking cold approaching is you want to start slowly. It's called exposure therapy. So the more you're exposed to something, the more comfortable you get with it. When I first started, you don't have to put it down. Like I was terrified of saying, "Hey, I think you're very attractive." The very first thing I did was, here, you make it very low. You make it a very low consequences. What am I saying here? Low risk. So you first, maybe you just want to say, "Hey," you go up to a hot chick and be like, "Hey, what's the time? I don't have my phone on me," and that's it. And then you're like, "Okay, cool, thank you," and you leave. Or you want to be a little more bossy. You just be like, "Hey, I just thought you look very pretty today," and then you leave. So make it very low risk. You're not even trying to get anything of it. You just do it so that your brain inside you say, "Oh, that wasn't so bad. Oh, I just said this and then that's it. And that's it." So you take little small steps. You say, first you ask, "Oh, what's the time?" You ask many girls, "What's the time?" And maybe you think about something else. And then maybe one time you just a compliment and you bounce. You don't have to do anything crazy at first, but eventually you just build onto that. build onto the thing, and then you could finally go up and say like, "Hey, what's up? How are you? How are you? Oh, I thought you were very pretty. I just want to say hello." Like it's like that. And if you want to talk about women, of course you want to use online. Everyone's meeting each other online now. Online, you use Facebook, Instagram. That's where I found my wife. Facebook. Why? Because that's where all the Vietnamese girls were. So I just add them. People that will add me back, I will message them, and that's how it is. And look, if you don't look good, man, I'm sorry, you ain't get no play. You ain't get no play online dating. That's for real. So let's say you can get first dates. You know, you talk to enough women. You look good. You're getting the first dates, but you can't get further than that. It's probably because of reason number three. And reason number three is that you don't know how to act around women. Your behavior is turning them off.
Bruh.
Your behavior is turning them off. Okay, for me, there was a point where I was getting first dates, man. I would go cold approach. They would look at me. They're like, "Oh, really? You're saying hi to me?" I'm like, "Yeah." What do you? And there was one girl where I went up to her and she looked me up and down. She's like, "Wait, are there cameras? Are there cameras here? Is this a prank or something?" I'm like, "No, I thought you were attracted." I said hello. She looked at me. She's like, "Okay, cool." And I would get the first date with her. But right after the first date, I did some dumb shit. I did some stupid shit, and then she said, "Hey, I don't think it's gonna work out." I don't think it's gonna work out. And I was like, "Man, why do I keep on getting first dates, but then no one? I'll get to first, maybe second, third, and then after that, it'll just go downhill." It's because my behavior was off. I didn't know how to act as an attractive man. I didn't know how to be masculine. A lot of what pickup would tell you is that you have to do shit. You have to do shit to get women. But really, it's not about doing, it's about being. Once you be an attractive man, it becomes effortless, it becomes easy. You just gotta be. You don't have to do. Because, I mean, yeah, you don't have to do. You just have to be, you know? And that's what takes me to reason number 4. You're trying too hard. You're trying too hard. You think you gotta do stuff. You think you gotta do this, do that, but no. Getting women is actually effortless. Effortless if you know what you're doing, obviously. But let's think about it. An attractive man doesn't need to try to get women. He simply attracts them by being him. Because this is one thought that I internalized that really made me think, oh wow, you really don't have to try hard. Why? Because think about what it takes to be an attractive man, and think about what an attractive man provides in a relationship. The man really is the prize in a relationship. It's so rare. The attractive man is so rare. An attractive man, what does he do? He provides money. He protects. He provides strength. What else? Okay. Okay, man. Look, he repairs stuff around the house. Um, he solves problems. Like a man, as a man could change. A attractive man changes the whole life of a woman. He could be attracted to just a cute woman working at McDonald's, and look, he could bring money, protection, provision, strength, upgrade her mind. There's so many things a guy can bring to the table, and most of the time, a girl just has to be attractive for her to get that man. You just have to look good, and not be annoying. That's about it. But if you're a man who worked on himself, is an attractive man, I'm telling you, you have all the options in the world. And you don't have to try hard because they come to you. You're so rare. So when you're trying too hard, they can see it like, okay, yeah, this guy don't get chicks. He's insecure. He doesn't know. He doesn't know. He's not that guy. All right, so reason number 5. You will lack attention to detail. It's all in the details. You will lack attention to details. Okay, so one thing I would go on a very good first date. Very good first date. Everyone's good, smooth. She even at the end of the date, I'm like, all right, give me a kiss. And we would make out, like, dang, she's into me, man. Like, tongue down my thumb, like, whoa. But I was so stupid where I thought, like, oh, don't text him. Don't text him for a week. And then after a week, just show up and say something. And I realized quickly, man, that was a mistake. The girl's really into you, but you go home and you don't even say anything to her. She's going to think like, oh, he doesn't really like me. So those small things are like that, knowing when to text. So I'm like, after the date, you just got to say, hey, are you home safe? You know, had a good time? Oh, we should hang out another time. Just that. And then leave it alone for a couple of days and you go from there. But it is, if you don't do the little details, you're not going to get the second, third date. Okay? What are the small details? And knowing how to court her, paying for the date, knowing when, how to communicate, not being so needy, not being so pushy, sometimes not trying to have sex too quick. Some girls, let's say, like I dealt with Vietnamese girls, they were more, conservative. They don't want to get into sex that quick. When I would push, I would lose them because they're like, oh, all you think is, all you want me for is sex. I knew it. But a girl, all she wants to know is that she is special. She is special to you. All right, reason number 6. You don't believe that you're an attractive man. Oh, there's a good one. The reason why you don't have a girlfriend is because you don't even think that you're an attractive man yourself. So you would literally go out and act that way, an unattractive man. So a girl, they could smell it on you. If you don't think you're an attractive man, they can smell the insecurity in you, and they know. Women are far more socially calibrated than men. Okay, and the real thing is that if you don't believe you're attractive, it's probably because you aren't. It's because you haven't accomplished much. You don't make a lot of money. You're probably not in shape. Your mindset's broken. That's why, and they know it. And you haven't had that much success with women. You would go around knowing that, oh, man, I'm not an attractive dude. You go on online dating, you get no play. You know, like, hey, I'm not an attractive dude. So how do you become attractive? As a man, it's so much harder than a girl. A girl to be attractive, man, you put some makeup on, she go to the gym. That's about it, man. A lot of guys gonna be hitting or going to DMs all day because she just look good. But as a guy, no. Looking good will get you through the door, but you have to get everything else in order as well if you want to get plenty of options. Look, try making more money and see that if that doesn't bring you more confidence. Try making more money. Try getting a 6-pack. Try getting in shape and see if that doesn't get you more confidence. Try going up, talking to girls, and seeing their reaction towards you. Seeing that, oh, dang, this baddie's attracted to me. And that doesn't bring you more confidence. Competence leads to confidence. Competence in a subject. So see if you become competent in those areas, money, health, social skills, you become competent in those areas, look, you're gonna be so much more confident. And you there's a mindset shift you have to go from the guy who's like, oh man, I don't get any girls, to the guy who's like, damn, I can't get any girl. And you gotta believe it and know it because you have that experience where, oh damn, there's so many chicks that want to fuck with you. You're like, okay, I can get any chick out here. So let's summarize the points for today's show. Okay? There's a few reasons why, most likely a few reasons why you can't get a girlfriend. And it's because one, you probably look like shit. Can't go in the gym, go on a diet, bro. Go on, that is not that hard. You just gotta want it. Okay? Reason number two, you don't talk to enough women. You don't talk to enough women. How you gonna get girls if you don't if all you do is hit on one girl a month? Dude, even the best guys out there, the most good looking guys out there, if they talk to 100 girls, they'll maybe sleep with 5 to 10% of that. They talk to 100. And the simple truth, bro, if you don't look good, if you're not on point, you're gonna be rejected a lot of times. But the good thing about that is it's okay to get rejected. Seriously, you will learn so much. You'll go through so much, but you will learn so much. All right, reason number three. You don't know how to act around women. Your behavior is off. You don't know how to act masculine. Reason number four, you're trying too hard. If you're an attractive man, getting with women is effortlessly, and you gotta act like that. That hey, I'm the fucking man. I'm the fucking man. You better know whose presence you're in. Okay? I'm the goddamn man. I will change your life. I'm that guy. Reason number five, you lack attention to detail. That's knowing the details is basically game. Yeah, no game. What to do in the little things that you do. Reason number six, you don't believe. You don't believe yourself. You don't believe that you're attractive. And it's probably why? Because let's be honest, because you're unattractive. You haven't gotten much of women. You haven't done the things it takes necessary to become a confident man. So you got to improve your looks, style, grooming. You got to talk to more women. You got to behave confident, unneedy. You shouldn't be trying too hard. Take an effortless approach. You pay attention to details. And if you don't take anything else from this show, take this. Accomplish more. Go out and get more. Go out and work out. Work out every day. Eat a diet. Look in the mirror and you see like, damn, I'm losing weight. I am getting a six pack. If you don't get anything else from the show, I'm telling you this, go out and accomplish more and see if you don't get more confident. Go out and focus on getting more money. Go out and focus on talking to girls that you find attractive and see if that doesn't bring you more confidence. All right, so that is today's show. Thank you very much. Where's the round of applause? That was a great show, and that's an epic show. All right, guys, that is the show. My name is Brandon Dang. Appreciate it. Hope it was very helpful for you guys. Peace out, man, and go accomplish more.